What are you gonna do, KD? You gonna mess around out there in the streets? Do you get killed? What's that, sir? You gotta think about your life. Being a black man in America isn't easy. All I'm saying is survive.
Take your life back.
First of all, everybody, please, I am asking, not only, I'm begging y'all,
I want this protest and this march to be done in order, in peace, and in unity. My son was a peaceful man. He believed in peace, he believed in love, and he believed in unity. And everything done in Casey's name will be done in that way, or you are not welcome. Period. Period. We are here to take a stand for Casey because he was murdered. And he was murdered by the hands of law enforcement. We are taking a stand for justice for Casey. We cannot fight evil with evil. That's what's wrong with the world now. That's why Casey is no longer with us, because the evil soul took his life for nothing. So we need to learn how to love again. Yes. Love brings unity. Yes. That's the only thing I will accept in the name of my son. Anything else is inappropriate. Flat out. Now listen. I'm going to tell y'all about my son, for those that don't know him. My son was a good man. My son was a law-abiding citizen. My son has never once in his life been in trouble for anything other than the truth. Yes, my son did have guns. My son was legal to carry guns. He went to school, he got his CCW license, and he did it the right way. He exercised his right as a citizen to carry a firearm. He did absolutely nothing wrong that day, besides being a black man and a target of a racist cop. We need justice. It's too many of us dying like this. Casey is an innocent, sweetest little boy you could ever meet. He was 23, but that boy was a big baby. He called his mama or his auntie or his about everything. Everything. Okay? He loved his siblings. When his siblings are probably hurting more than I am, because he was a very big part of their lives. He was the father that they do not have. He was the man that protected us because my father was no longer with us. And for his life to be taken so tragically in such a senseless manner, we have to fight for justice, because we know it's us against them, and they always win. But they're not going to win on this one.
No, they're not.
Because his mama refuses to let it happen.
Come on, talk.
But y'all got to stand up the right way.
Yes, that's it for Casey.
If we out here acting ignorant, then we're doing what they expect us to do. We have to do it right, y'all. And we have to get justice for Casey. That's all I'm asking. Thank you.
Justice for
Justice
Casey!
for Casey!
Justice for Casey! What do you want? What do you want? Oh, okay, one more. We're going to have the lawyers speak right now. Go ahead, Sean. Casey. That sign right there. The sign right there. Hold it up for me.
Yeah.
I saw that one right there. One guy.
We can't hear you, brother.
That sign right there. That sign is giving me strength right now. This entire week, I felt the spirit of Casey living through me. Seeing that sign just now was just the ultimate symbol and the recognition that my voice right now is Casey's voice. His mom is speaking, of course. That's her baby.
I'm in the middle by his mom. I'm in the middle of the circle by his mom.
So I need that sign to look at me so I can see his mother looking back at me.
I did not do this.
Unable to have the same moment right there.
Where you
I need
at?
that sign.
No,
I'm going
we
to take
in the
my
middle of
time. I didn't know Casey. I've gotten to know
Attorney
Casey.
is talking.
I feel like Casey is me. My birthday is January 21st. Casey's is January 30th. Y'all hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Yes, sir.
Casey was an Aquarius, so am I. We're real chill, right? Casey was peaceful. and this is Casey's moment, and I'm going to be Casey's voice, I'm going to take my time. As I was thinking about what I was going to say today, I kept my phone off because it's been ringing non-stop all week, and I took every call that I could because it's all about getting Casey's story out. But in the moments around 5 o'clock, I put that phone down. I wasn't picking it up for anybody but Tamala, or my mama, or my wife. But I got an email, and that email was anonymous. And it called me out for saying that Casey was killed for being a black man, and for having no evidence of that. And at first I was like, this is obviously the devil at work, because it threw me off a little bit. Then I realized that was God at work, because that email pointed out that I said that Casey was killed for being a black man with no evidence. We all know that's not true. We live in a country where a black man in broad daylight can spend 8 minutes and 46 seconds face down in broad daylight with everybody looking on. Murdered. That's evidence. We refuse to look at the evidence in this country. And I didn't say that Casey was killed for being a black man alone. I don't deny that fact. I don't know if it's true, but our history, our entire existence in this country has shown us that we can be killed for being black. But I said that Casey was killed for being black with a gun. And that's all that matters. The other facts don't matter. All that mattered was that Casey was a black man. All that mattered was that Casey was a black man and he had a gun and he was a criminal in the eyes of that officer. That's our existence in this country.
That ain't right.
And there's evidence of that. So that email gave me the message today. And that message is that we cannot continue to ignore the evidence of our existence as black people in this country. We can be killed for being black. And if we're black with a gun, we are a target. People across this country protest for their right to bear arms. We don't have that same right. Casey was passionate about that right. He deserved that right. Casey was courageous, and I'll tell you why. I want a CCW. I want one. This case to me means so much because I, for years, have struggled with the fact that I can't properly protect myself or my family in this country because I don't have the right to carry a gun and not be a target in the eyes of people who view my skin and think that that gun means that I want to kill you. I want to protect myself. We are afraid in this country because we are not protected. So we have to protect ourselves. When we try to protect ourselves, you kill us. You murder us. And so we live in a country where a black man in broad daylight can be killed over a misdemeanor. We also live in a country where a black man can be murdered in his own kitchen, shot in the back, walking into his own home. And so I don't apologize for saying anything that I've said because enough is a fucking enough. Enough is enough. This country made a commitment to us this summer. We had conversations about race and social justice, racial justice. We were told that enough was enough. Bills were introduced. Bills are still sitting. But they have to understand that Casey's existence is an existence that black people in this country deal with no matter what we do. My friends have degrees, advanced degrees. It doesn't matter what you do in this country. You still have to fear for your life because you are a black man. You are a threat. We live in a country that allows black people to be murdered.
You're tired of it.
With no accountability. And so if George didn't do it, Breonna didn't do it, Ahmaud didn't do it, all the black people who have been murdered in this country since we got here have not changed anything. Casey's name has to be that change. Casey Goodson has to protect black people in this country. It hurts that Casey is gone. We are not going to allow Casey's death to be in vain. We are not going to allow people to murder us anymore.
It won't be allowed.
We're going to do it the way that Casey encouraged his family to do. We're going to change the laws in this country. I, as a black man, understand exactly what needs to be done as an attorney to change the law. Where? We have the system for us in this country, for everybody. This country was set up to protect white people.
That's it. That's all.
Government that was in place with slavery.
We tired of it.
We are tight. So Casey Goodson's name is going to protect black folks in this country from now on. And before I go, it's important that we know the trauma that black people deal with in this country as a result of this. It's not just Casey that's gone. His entire family is traumatized. So many families are traumatized. You saw Julius Tate's mom get up here, and I gave her moment because this isn't my moment. This is all of our moment. She deserves that compassion, and this country does not give us that compassion.
It is time.
It is time.
We love you, Tamala. We love you. We love you.
Had a closed casket. My son took 11 bullets to the face and explosive. And I was missing.
I love you, Pamela.
Keep your eyes open. Because we are living like that our ancestors felt. My mother and family, my son. I did not like it.
What's your son's name?
My family just I gotta get up 6 in the morning to go to work. But I came out here to stand beside you. You understand? Come on, man.
Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say their name. Say their name. Say their name. Casey Goodson. 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 Say his 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 name. Casey Goodson. Hey, Mike, we're not done over here. We're not done over here. Go ahead, Sean.
Let's back up. Let's back up.
A little bit. Let's back up a little bit. We are still in a pandemic. So back up, please. Thank you.
All week long. Since Casey's death, I've tried to put Casey on his name and honor and respect. I've stood in front of America as a well-dressed black man, decently well, tries to do the right thing. I've been as proper as they've told me to be in this country. But I have to express that pain because too often they ask us to speak publicly and to comply by the rules. They don't get our pain, our frustration, and how real it is. Casey's life is my life. I can be killed for my blackness and for trying to protect myself and protect my family. Casey was not accused of any wrongdoing that justified his life being taken.
Say it again.
Casey was not doing anything to justify his life being taken. Yet he was murdered in his own kitchen.
Murder!
Murder!
Walking into his house, Subway on the ground for his grandma and his little brother. Face mask there because he cared about safety. You telling me somebody with a face mask is going to point a gun at an officer in front of his own home?
We know that was
After
bullshit.
leaving the dentist?
Nah.
We know it's a lie. And we know all the lies that are told about black people and guns in this country. We know that we can't have a gun because you're going to kill us and say that we pointed it, we brandished it, we reached for it. We didn't do those things. Our blackness was that threat. You gotta understand that Casey was loved. Casey wanted to protect his family. Casey Goodson's name. Casey wasn't able to protect himself. But Casey Goodson's name is going to protect black people across this country forever. What's going on?
Yes, he will.
George Floyd, we thought George Floyd was going to do it. We saw that. We saw the evidence. 8 minutes and 46 seconds. How many articles written about that?
Man, we tired.
Commitments from corporations with dollars towards healing black people in this country. We're still in 2020. And a black man was murdered in his own kitchen in front of his entire family. Everybody wants to ask why he had a gun. That's our right in this country. And so if we can't protect ourselves, when is this country going to protect us? So we're going to wrap up here. Again, this is Casey's moment. I've been speaking through Casey. I'm not going to rush. I want you guys to be urgent. I want you guys to demand change. We want that.